All right, let's get going here on our First Alert weather live stream. Thanks for watching on this Thursday morning. I'm First Alert Chief Meteorologist Steve Beylon, live in the First Alert Weather Center. We've got a First Alert Weather Day. It's a two-pronged thing. We've got some areas of fog going on right now, and it's been a bit dense this morning, but really the major concern is what's going to happen later this afternoon. We're expecting a severe weather outbreak, and this could include some tornadoes as well. Let's get you out to a live view. This is from our Green Bay sky cam. Looks a little hazy out there, but the fog seems to be thinning out. Some clouds as well. Temperature is 61, dew point 58, east wind at 8 miles an hour. And our Manitowoc sky camera is back. And we can hardly see anything. Oh, the irony. By the way, a little side note here. That Manitowoc sky camera, it's been down for a while. We've gotten a lot of emails over the past few months about it. Last fall, it took some heavy rain, and the water intrusion into the components of the camera basically fried it out. And so it's been down for a while. And there's been some other logistic issues that kind of have prevented us from getting this camera back up as well. But now we can see the fog in the lakeshore. So for you folks in Manitowoc and along Lake Michigan who've wanted to see this shot for a long time, thank you for your patience and understanding. We really do appreciate it, and we're just as excited to see the camera back up as you. 54 degrees, foggy in Manitowoc. So a dense fog advisory continues until 10 o'clock this morning for those orange shaded counties on the map. That's Marinette County, Oconto County, Door County, south down towards the Milwaukee metro area. The visibility, not so good. Improving in the Green Bay area, now up to 5 miles, but we still have quarter-mile visibility in Marinette, Escanaba, Sturgeon Bay, and Manitowoc. Sheboygan, visibility over at the airport down to just a few hundred feet. That fog is going to fade away gradually between now and the end of the morning. We will see sunshine mixed with some clouds. We're going to warm up. We'll see a high of 81 this afternoon. It's going to be a little bit on the humid side as well. And then you'll notice thunderstorms coming in late today, and that's the second part of this First Alert Weather Day. This is our next weather maker. We were talking about this yesterday. You know what? We were talking about it since this past weekend. That strong to severe thunderstorms are on the docket for today, coming in late this afternoon, early this evening. We want you and your family to be weather aware. This is potentially a serious situation. You know, sometimes we issue a First Alert Weather Day for nuisance weather, for inconvenient weather. But this is not one of those days. This is one of those First Alert Weather Days where the information is critical to keep people safe. Our severe weather outlook for your Thursday, it's now in the high category. And Friday is moderate because of some strong winds that'll blow through the area. So we encourage you and your family to have a First Alert safety plan. Know where to go, wherever you are, when your neighborhood is threatened by severe weather, whether you're at home or you're at work or the kids are at school or there's after-school activities. Where are you going to go if there's severe weather? Have a plan in place. We want you to keep your cell phone charged, and your family members have charged cell phones. That way you can stay in contact with each other. That way you can get life-saving weather information delivered to your device wherever you're at. And we want you also to watch the radar closely, especially as we go deeper into the afternoon. And depending on how you're watching this, if you haven't downloaded our free WBAY First Alert Weather app, well, there's no better day to do it. If you take your camera phone or your tablet, again, depending on how you're watching this, and scan that QR code there on the side of the screen there, that can allow you to download our app. And you know, when we have severe weather, it's really helpful to be able to see the Doppler radar and use the storm tracking tools that come with the app. That way you get an idea of how intense the storm is, whether it's got rotation or not, where is it going, how fast is it moving. You can kind of figure out those things by using the storm tracking tools. And we will send you multiple video updates throughout the day. And also, if we find ourselves in a situation where we have to break into programming, our coverage, our continuous coverage, can stream onto that app as well. So it's really helpful to get all the information you need. All that goes to the app, including our 24/7 weather channel, which also can occasionally be used to stream in our wall-to-wall weather coverage as well. So if you haven't downloaded our app, it's definitely a very handy tool on days like today. So it's quiet in Wisconsin right now. You can see west of the Twin Cities, there's some strong thunderstorms. Some of those were severe overnight, moving out of South Dakota with some high winds, and there was even a tornado warning with one of those storms. Now, all this activity is spinning around low pressure. That's out towards South Dakota, and you can see in the Corn Belt, there's a couple fronts. That warm front is lifting north towards us. Really, it's the cold front that's going to help to trigger those thunderstorms later on this afternoon. And it's ahead of this weather maker. We've got a level 3 risk of severe weather across northeast Wisconsin. That's that orange color there on the map. That's otherwise known as an enhanced risk of severe weather from the Storm Prediction Center. So what does that mean? Well, it means that later today we'll have numerous severe thunderstorms, and widespread wind damage is a possibility. Gusts around 60, 70 miles an hour, hail 1 to 2 inches in diameter. And yes, even a few tornadoes are possible, and that seems most likely to the south and west of Green Bay. I do think that as these storms tend to march their way towards the lakeshore and towards Green Bay, some of the marine air, some of the cooler air coming off of Lake Michigan might help to kind of lessen that severe weather threat. But I would say Fox Cities, Fox Valley, west into central Wisconsin, you need to keep your eyes peeled for not just damaging winds, but also for the possibility of a couple tornado warnings later today. So again, this is not one of those first alert weather days where it's nuisance or inconvenient weather. This is a serious situation that is likely to be unfolding over the next few hours. You know, and I tell you this not because I'm trying to give you hype, not because I'm trying to cause you to be panicking. That's something we don't want to do. We want to alert you to what's going on. We don't want to alarm you, because there's a difference. Alerting people gives people information to make good choices, to be able to help them stay safe with their families. Alarming people is trying to get them to worry or panic or be like that. And we want you to be prepared and not scared. So we are first alerting you to this threat, which is a serious threat later today. Let's time out these storms with First Alert Pinpoint Predictor. Now, you can still see at 9 o'clock, this is about 15, 20 minutes from now, some of the fog and cloud cover, that tends to fade away into the early afternoon. We'll have some hazy sunshine. It's going to be warming up. Highs away from the lake will be near 80, 60s by the lakeshore. And it's going to feel a little bit humid. Now, this juicy air mass, if you will, that's fuel for these thunderstorms, which will start developing and march in from the southwest. We're expecting either a solid squall line or a broken squall line to come in from the southwest. And the predictor is right. These thunderstorms should be arriving into Wausau, the Fox Cities, Fond du Lac, close to 5 o'clock this afternoon. Let's stop it again. Here's 6 p.m. Storms into Langley County, to Shawano, to Green Bay, Manitowoc, Sheboygan counties at 6 p.m. Areas to the north and east, Peshtigo, Marinette, over towards Door County, 7, 8 o'clock this evening. And notice the storms continue to track north and east, and they weaken as we go deeper into the evening hours. So overnight, we will clear out. We'll be dry Friday morning. But behind that area of low pressure, we're expecting a lot of wind. Southwest winds tomorrow will be frequently gusting over 35 miles an hour. And some of the computer data that we have in the First Alert Weather Center has suggested that those winds could be gusting up around 50 miles an hour. And so there's a possibility that that kind of wind can cause some minor property damage. Sometimes with the winds that strong, people see tree branches come down, taking out some power lines. Sometimes some shingles get torn off of roofs. Sometimes you'll find patio furniture that gets relocated, or a garbage can. And so, yeah, it's going to be very windy as we go towards tomorrow. That wind is going to bring in some cooler weather. So after highs of 81 today and tomorrow on these back-to-back First Alert weather days, we cool to a high of 63 on Saturday. Saturday looks mostly cloudy with a couple spotty light showers, still a bit breezy. Not as much wind as we go into Sunday, partly sunny, 57. And I suspect our highs will hold in the upper half of the 50s into next week. A cooler weather pattern, a little breezy at times, back to jacket weather through the middle of May. There might be a couple showers late Tuesday night into Wednesday, especially to the south. But really, the eyes are on the prize, and and that's that chance of severe weather that's coming up later today. So Action 2 News Mid-Morning starts in 15 minutes. Aisha Morales and I will be back on the TV side to let you know what's going on with news and weather. And meteorologist Emily Mers, she'll be in the office here momentarily. She'll be getting ready her show for Action 2 News at noon and at 4. And I know Emily is also going to be helping out meteorologist David Ernst if we have any severe weather coverage later on this afternoon and evening. And if we find ourselves in a situation where we have to do continuous coverage, and I'll be coming back into the fray to help out the team as well. So we are going to be staffed and watching the weather very closely, and we want you to do so too. We want to make sure you and your family get through it on a safe note, and we appreciate you watching us on air and online. We'll continue to be here for you all day long and in the future as well. Thanks for watching our Thursday weather live stream, and we'll catch you later. Stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow around this time.